Hello, Coach London here with another scouting report of our next opponent. Our next opponent is Georgia Tech, the Ramblin' Wreck. We're at Georgia Tech this Saturday. It proves going to be a pretty good game. Georgia Tech is characterized as being a triple option team offensively. Coach Johnson, Paul Johnson, is the head coach, who's also the offensive coordinator. It's a triple option that involves a give to the fullback, or the quarterback can keep the ball or get it out to the perimeter and pitch it. On defense, they are led by Coach Al Groh, former head coach here at Virginia. They're a 3-4 defense that also plays a little 4-3 down lineman look. You know, they're a zone team. They blitz, they pressure, they do a lot of things that, out of the multiple fronts that they play. The Georgia Tech offense is #1 rushing offense in the ACC. It's number 5 in the country, so they're pretty good. It's a ground control offense. Quite often they'll go for it on 4th down. So it's going to be important for us to try to get them off schedule a little bit and have come up with some plays that get those 4th and 3, 4th and 4, 4th and 5 opportunities. Defensively, as I said, they're led by outside linebacker Hachu, number 45. Very good linebacker, run, athletic, plays well in space. He's kind of the heart and soul of their team. So we're going to take a look at some of the things at the defense and give you an idea about what this triple option is all about. Okay? The first play here is basically a read play by the quarterback that if the defense closes on the dive, as you notice right here, this defensive end is closing on the dive, which is a pull read by the quarterback. So when you close on the dive, the quarterback is taught to pull the ball, and then now the next element of the triple option is now his ability to run the ball. They'll always have a blocker, whether it's motion from a slot formation, whether he's aligned there, or whatever it may be. He'll always have, most of the time, a pitch option threat. So you see the athleticism of the quarterback, Tevin Washington, number 13. Very good athlete, very fast, and he's been running the offense for a while, so that's a big play for them versus any defense that tries to go against them. So you see the different fronts again. You notice the big splits up front. The big splits are trying to get you to have to move your defenders out to allow this running back or the fullback to hit the hole. Now the other thing that they do a lot of, it's not very popular with our defensive linemen, is the cut block. You notice the defensive tackle right here going down at the defensive end, down at his legs, at his knees. We're going to have to be able to use our hands to fend off these type of blocks to get enough hats on the ball. You see Tevin right here kind of fake the pitch with one hand. Lead blocker trying to get the safety down on the ground, and then he just outruns everybody else. Okay? Here's another element. This is the give to the fullback based off the triple option. Now before you saw a backward station here, now they come out in like a slot look here with these backs. So here's the first option. Sometimes the give call is given where, despite what you're doing defensively, they're going to hand the ball off. This is a great play by Lasky, the fullback here. He gets the ball, handed off to him, stays on his feet, and takes it to daylight. One of the better players, Orange Smith, is sometimes he's back in that position right there. He didn't play, got hurt in the Virginia Tech game, didn't play in this game, so we'll see whether he plays or not. But again, you see the big splits. You see the blocking schemes of the offensive linemen. Okay, there the quarterback perceives there is no immediate dive threat, so he hands the ball off. This guy, Lasky, does a great job staying on his feet. And a lot of times when you have assignment football and your safeties, corners and safeties involved in quarterback to pitch, you see this guy's going with the slot back. So basically they vacate the middle of the field and he's off. At Virginia Tech, it shows the other element of the triple option is the pitch element to it. So you notice the quarterback again, there's a fullback, it's always on the downhill track, right? The quarterback's eyes are out in front, right? So in this one, he's reading the defensive end closing to take the dive, so it's a pull read. He brings the ball further out on the edge. He sees a player that's there as a quarterback player, all right? Because of that play right there, it calls for the pitch to be made, and there's the pitch. Notice that on the perimeter, the slot back that's remaining here a lot of times arcs and blocks, any type of run support. Okay, whether it's a corner, whether it's a safety, you see the wide receiver crack blocking on the safety and the arc support guy coming out on the corner. So again, as we've been watching the different elements, and different teams play different techniques and different styles of defense. You see they're very physical when they come off the ball. Their offensive line is probably a strength to the team. They have 3 linemen back from last year, but they're very, very good players. Okay, you see the splits once again. Okay, there's a guy tackling the dive. Here comes the quarterback player. Quarterback pitches. They try to get blocks on the perimeter, block your pitch players. And it's going to be important for us as well to be able to get off of blocks and beat a block. All right, one last one here is quarterback lined up in kind of a pistol formation that when they do have to throw the ball, you know, they will try to go vertical. It's not what they do. Play action pass a lot. But this is one of the things that I'm sure they don't practice a whole lot of, but it's in their arsenal. When they have to throw the ball, they're behind here. Quarterback gets the ball and then just scrambles. You show the athleticism again of Washington and then making a pretty good throw. And the receiver right there making a pretty good catch, keeping his feet in bounds. Okay, so that's it. Hopefully you got a little bit of idea of what Georgia Tech does. Hope to see a lot of Cavalier fans traveling down there to Atlanta to cheer the Hoos on. See you down there.